Hello, my impatients. How are you all doing? So, has my mother been lying to me for years? Is she a sadist? Was my stepfather a sadist too? Are they lying to me about what my family, cousins, aunts, uncles, stepsister, stepfamily have been doing? Like have I been deceived? Were they hanging out with rich, famous, and interesting people for the past 20 to 25 years? I know some people say there are no hidden realities, but were there hidden realities and they're just afraid to take accountability because, or is there really no hidden realities here? So Horn Dog says, "You know it, Big Dog." So my cousins, aunts, uncles, and so on, they were hanging out with wealthy people, celebrities, and such. Horn Dog says there isn't anything you can do, so move on. So can somebody tell me the truth? Can somebody tell me the truth at least? What is the truth? What celebrities? Who was hanging out with the celebrities, and what was taking place? So can somebody tell me the truth and take accountability for that at least? Well, I mean, don't. I want the truth. I want to know what the hidden realities are, assuming there are hidden realities. Were my cousins, aunts, uncles, stepsister hanging out with celebrities, or is this is Horn Dog says knowing doesn't really matter at this point. Your life is already ruined. Well, I want the truth. I want honesty. I mean, I don't want to be deceived. Gabriel says your life isn't ruined. Good to see you, Gabriel. Long time no chat. Somebody says Horn Dog is just trolling. So they weren't hanging out with, I don't know what. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Just calm down. Toggle the switch to off. So like, what did my cousin work for Barack Obama? Or were they friends with Taylor Swift, or were they friends with Lady Gaga, or all of the above? Or all of the above. So he says, now that is true. Well, oh, Horror Dog is just trolling. Somebody says, no, they weren't. Nobody worked for Barack Obama. Nobody knew Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga. These are just suspicions that you're coming to feelings of conviction about. These are delusions. These are delusions. Nobody was excluding you from a life of luxury, so just calm down. You weren't being excluded from a life of luxury, so just calm down. Everything's okay. Marijuana therapy says, think about it. If you worked for Barack Obama, you would tell everybody. Maybe they did tell everybody, but they just kept it from me because they scapegoated and villainized me, and everybody knew they all worked for Barack Obama, but the only person they kept it from was me. Maybe could that be the case? Gabriel says, and even if your family was, it doesn't really matter. It's clear their life isn't full of riches. If you knew these people, okay, yeah, just realize these are delusions. Toggle the switch to off. It would be all over LinkedIn. It would be all over LinkedIn. Okay. Okay, just calm down. Calm down. Nobody was excluding me from a life of luxury. Yes, these are delusions. These are delusions. Everything's a okay. Let's change the topic to something a little bit more happy here. Uh, yeah. Everything's a okay. Everything's a okay. And even if they were, even if they were, associated with rich, famous, interesting people, don't get upset over it. Just yeah. How has my day been? Actually, not too good. I've sat in solitude most of the day, and I fought with my parents, so my day hasn't been too good, unfortunately. So he says, "What was the fight about? Tell us." Well, they were saying, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even know what my fights with my parents are about. It just seems like we're always fighting. I'm always protesting. They tell me the truth. I'm always saying their mask is slipping, and I'm seeing them for. It's just. I don't know. Yeah. Good to see you, Gabriel. Gabriel's a good guy. I think he's got good intentions. He seems like a genuine dude. Um, he seems like a genuine dude. I like Gabriel. I like kind-hearted, genuine people. Yeah, Gabriel seems like a good dude. Somebody says Gabriel seems like an angel. I don't know about that. I mean, he's a good 18. Like I think he's like what are you 18 or 19 years old, Gabriel? He seems like a good kid, a good kid. I like this Gabriel. He's a good dude. He's almost 19 years old. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I had a chat with him. He was genuinely concerned, and I've got a good radar, for seeing people's insincerity, and I got like a sincere concern from Gabriel, so I like that. I like when people are sincere and genuinely have good intentions. I like genuine people. Horn Dog says I'm a good-hearted person too. I think I am, but I'm just very hurt, and I'm lashing out at everybody. So I really think I'm a good-hearted person with good intentions, and I do genuinely like to love people, but I'm just very hurt, and I'm lashing out at everybody lately. So, and I don't trust anybody anymore, really. Aside from a few people who, like, maybe Mark I trust, and some of my art class friends I trust, but I don't really trust people. I'm looking at everybody suspiciously, and yeah. Somebody says, "Hurt people, hurt people." Yeah. Gabriel says, "I think you have concern in your heart, and I think marijuana therapy says you should take your medication again, Andrew. You deserve to feel less scared and less angry." Somebody says, "You have to get out there, Andrew. You're living in solitary confinement. It's not good." Yeah, no, I really need to get out there. Maybe I should go with my father to NAMI tomorrow. The past 2 days have been solitary confinement. Marijuana therapy says, "Andrew, we love you. We want you to have a good life." Horn Dog asks, "Did I take a walk today?" Yes, I took a walk today. I got out and about. So that's something I did. I had a lot of birthday cake today. Horn Dog says, "Go to Cold Stone for some nice ice cream." I had a lot of birthday cake from the supermarket today. So I already had my fix of sugar. That's for sure. Marijuana therapy says, "Aren't you sick of feeling scared and angry?" Yes, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. Horn Dog asks, how's the website Cougar Life going? I'm chatting with some people, but also some people, I mean, some conversations have fizzled out. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. If they discover my social media and they lose interest, I don't know. I just don't know. It seems like everybody loses interest when I discover my social media. I think my social media scares people, quite frankly. It looks like the social media of like a deranged lunatic. So I think some, you know, there was one or two of the people I had potential with, but then they lost interest. It seems. Gabriel asks, "Have you tried marijuana? I think it could help you." I don't think that's a good idea. I know some people who have schizophrenia have tried marijuana, and it fueled psychosis. I remember that from mental health recovery groups. I appreciate the advice. I remember my stepfather once said to me, "Stop all your meds and smoke marijuana." And I think he intended it to be good advice. But my mother's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That's terrible advice." You know, it's just terrible advice. You know, yeah, it's just not good advice. Stop all your meds and smoke marijuana. That's bad advice. I remember people in the psych ward were driven into psychosis from marijuana. So yeah, bad thinking. Horn Dog says, "Kylie, go potty." That's my stepfather. Yes, he yells at the dog, "Kylie, go potty! Don't jump on the couch." Somebody says, "How is Poppy doing health wise?" Well, he's got prostate cancer, my father. That's for sure. Gecko Cujo says, marijuana is great for everybody except for schizophrenics. So maybe you should not try it. Mirror asks, what happened with the SOARS program? Well, okay, so I was supposed to be a part of the PROS program, but they rejected me because I didn't give the SOAR program and the drop-in center a fair chance. So I'll talk to the social worker about it Wednesday, and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, it looks like I was rejected from the PROS program. They rejected me. That's what it ain't. Somebody said, you know, Andrew, if they told you you could start this PROS program Monday, you'd be like, damn it, I don't want to start. If they told you they rejected you, you'd be like, damn it, they rejected you. It was a no-win situation. You didn't want to do it, and also you didn't you don't want to get rejected. So it was like a no-win situation. You were going to complain either way. Mirror says, you're used to rejection, Andrew. You're used to rejection. Marijuana therapy asks, what stage is Poppy's cancer in? Maybe I'll drive up to Poppy's tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Marijuana therapy. Horn Dog says, you really wouldn't have given the PROS program your all. You would have dabbled in it. I suppose. I suppose you're right. It seems like even the cougar ladies don't want me. Even the cougar ladies don't want me. What am I doing wrong? Does nobody want a crazy schizoaffective man child? Does nobody want a crazy 38-year-old schizoaffective man child? Even the older cougars don't want me. Even the older cougars don't want me. That's what it ain't. That's just simply what it ain't. Horn Dog asks, "What's your plan for the next year?" I'm going to try to get into this pros program. Anybody have any requests? I'm going to start uploading some of my classic videos to my archive channel. Anybody have any special requests? Post it in the Discord, and I'll throw the videos up. So, somebody says, "Do you think you made any progress this year?" That's a very good question, and the answer to that question is not really. Somebody asked me, where was I a year ago? And the answer was pretty much in the exact same place I am right now, hanging out with the same friends, doing the exact same things. So I didn't really make a lot of progress over the course of this past year. But over the course of the past 5 years, I made a tremendous amount of progress. Hopefully this coming year, I make a lot more progress, you know? Marijuana Therapy says, "Why do you think you can't get a job?" I think I can. I think I can, and I think I will. I think I can, and I will. Brian asks, "What were you like 5 years ago?" Well, I was a lot more immature. Some people say, "You're a lot more immature than you were." Yeah, I was a lot more immature than I was. Than I am. I was a lot more immature than I am right now. I was a lot more chemically lobotomized on a mega regimen of medication. I've just matured a lot. I've matured a lot, and I've made a lot of progress socially with friends. I've made a lot. I've improved my self confidence and self esteem a lot. So I think I've made a lot of progress in a lot of ways over the course of the past 5 years. Miro says, "LOL." Yeah, no, throw out some requests. Gecko Cujo says, "Andrew has an archive channel where he has videos from 5 years ago. Worth checking out." Yeah, no, I'll throw up more videos. That's for sure. And Marijuana Therapy asks, "Why did you delete your old channel?" Well, I had a problem with where somebody was. I needed to delete it. I didn't want to, but I needed to delete it. Yeah, I don't want to get into detail. Basically, somebody says he deleted it for legal reasons. He deleted it for legal reasons. But now I can put it back up. So, or at least some of it I can put back up. So I can start throwing some of the classic bits and videos back up. I don't want to discuss exactly what the reason I had to delete the channel was, but I'll start putting some of the classic videos back up if you want. Just throw out some requests. The Sauce asks, "Is it because you're actually an evil crime boss, Andrew?" I don't think of myself as an evil crime boss. Kyle asks, "Did you really drop out of your program?" No, I never went to the program. I wasn't accepted into the program. They were reviewing me for the pros program, and they didn't accept me, so I was rejected. I was supposed to start it, but they didn't accept me into the program. Because I didn't give the SOAR program a fair chance and the drop-in center a fair chance, and they said I was. They wanted to make sure I would. I don't know what their reason was. I'm like, okay. It's because I dropped out of another program. Lack of effort. All right, guys. Maybe I'm gonna lie down. Anybody have any last questions here? Anybody got any last questions, or should I lie down for a little bit? Marijuana Therapy says, "Don't go, Andrew. You're having a good live stream. All right, you don't want me to go." So says, they want me to re-upload. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a rock star. Yeah, that was a classic one. I want to upload a lot of my Fountain House videos too. The ones that are solely, include me. I want to upload a lot of my Fountain House videos, but I want to make sure nobody else is in the video besides me. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably I got to make sure I'm the only person in the video, and there's no audio of anybody else. But I want to upload a lot of those videos. Kyle says, earlier this month you said this was the start of the rest of your life. No, I haven't given up. I'm going to talk to the social worker about fixing my life and changing my life. It's not over for me. I know Miru says, "Oh, it's so over for you. Your life is over, Andrew. You failed. There's no fixing this. You failed and it's over." No, it's not over. It's not over. Kyle says, "What about using the internet less?" That's a practical idea. Yeah, the internet is. I mean, I'm certainly internet addicted. That's for sure. So he says, try to go a day without uploading any videos. Mirror says, yeah, you're done, buddy. It's over for you. It's over. Well, I mean, I know the social worker says I definitely have a furious desire to succeed. I'm definitely able-bodied. I'm definitely fit, physically fit. I'm definitely driven and determined. So, I mean, I got the furious fire in me. I've got the intensity. I'm looking good. It's just I don't know where to, come back with determination. Eva says your social worker sounds naive. No, I was really expressing to him a furious desire to succeed, and you could see that I definitely had like a real hunger to succeed. He could see I really wanted to change my life based on what I was saying. Somebody says you lack the drive. If you say so. I mean that was not my social worker's take. But somebody says he sounds naive and maybe he doesn't know enough about you yet. Somebody says Mirror says let's laugh. You have no desire and motivation to succeed. No, I'm completely honest in my therapy sessions. I'm completely honest. The problem is we've had 3 or 4 sessions and they're a half hour each. So I mean, he doesn't know me that well yet. Miru says, "Did you tell him you gagged on a banana? Is that worth telling him? Is that worth disclosing in therapy? I'd be uncomfortable mentioning that." Kyle asks, "Do you tell him you upload 9 videos a day?" To be honest with you, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell people anything in like a half-hour session. It's just too short. The sessions really need to be 45 minutes. It's really too short. It's hard to say anything in a session that short. Gecko Cujo says, "To win the lottery, you need to buy a lottery ticket. To get a job, you have to fill out a job application. Drive and desire don't count much if you don't buy the lottery ticket too. So you got to fill out the application." Miru says, "Have you given yourself a swirly lately?" No, I have not. No, I have not. No, I have not, Miru. La 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 la. All right. So he says, you realize social media is eating, especially YouTube, is eating your abilities and energy. Yeah, I guess you're right. Go out there, do something, get off the internet, get off social media, and make your life happen. Go out there, Somebody says the vegetable la 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 la's. The vegetable la 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 la's. Kyle says, "You say this every day. Do it! Live your life, Andrew. Make your life happen. Come back with determination. Come back with determination. Come back with furious desire." Somebody says, how will you do it? I guess. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna leave here. I appreciate you all for watching. Kyle says, "No, do not leave. Think about how you're going to change your life and do it." You're avoiding changing your life. You're avoiding. Marijuana Therapy says, "No, don't go." I'm getting a little fatigued. Guys. I appreciate you wanting to help, but I'm getting a little tired. Meva says, "Maybe you need a life coach, but you probably wouldn't make use of that either." I have a caseworker. Meva says, "Boo! So many people here." You say so many people are here, but is Sharon the sugar mama here? I beckoned. Is Sharon the sugar mama here? You know, some people say she's fake though, but Sharon the sugar mama. Brian says, "You're tired because you don't want to face your situation and what you need to do." I guess you're right. So he says, will you upload 9 videos tomorrow?" Maybe. I shouldn't, but probably. Somebody says, "There are no women on the internet. It's a man unless you see her for yourself." Oh, we got Chiba in the house. Chiba. Long time no see, Chiba. Long time no see. All right. We got Chiba. Chiba's back off the injured list. Chiba's making her a long anticipated re-debut here. Let's see how long it takes before I block her again. Welcome back, Chiba. Yeah, I did the whole multiverse of madness. I unblocked everybody. All right, guys. I'm kind of getting a little tired here, so I'm gonna lie down. I know some people want me to do an hour. Kyle says, tomorrow you will say social media is your ticket to riches and fame and do the same things tomorrow. Social media is not your ticket to riches and fame. It's your ticket to pouring your life down the drain. So he says, go get beauty rest and start tomorrow with a vengeance. Get some beauty rest and start tomorrow with a vengeance. And yeah, go somewhere, do something. Make your life happy. Maybe go to NAMI in the evening if I can tolerate being in the same car with my father. You know, if I can tolerate, maybe it would be good to get out and mingle with people and socialize with people. It'd be good to get out and hang with people, you know? I need some interpersonal relationships. Somebody says, but get your beauty rest, Andrew. Go lie down. Go lie down. You're obviously yawning a lot. You need to lie down. Somebody says, yeah, the sit-up towel is falling. Yeah. It's actually my pool towel, too. I take it in the pool a lot. Somebody says, Andrew, you need a better chair, too. I suppose you're right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Somebody says, your posture looks very bad. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have scoliosis. I think I have bad posture. I mean, I can go to a doctor for my posture, but my body hurts. My old bones hurt. But what are you going to do? Somebody says, you're hunched on the chair. I think my posture and I got like the hunch of an old man. Yeah. Somebody says you have the millennial slouch. I think it's more from exercise, to be honest. But I mean, I think it's more from exercise, to be honest. But yeah, I got to really just. I need to go to like a chiropractor and have them crack my spine. You know. So he says his neck sticks forward like a turtle. Hey, I'm alive and kicking. I could have been dead at 21. I'm alive and kicking. So, and I'm still relatively handsome. You know, I'm still. Kyle says that's a delusion. You're ugly, Andrew. No, I'm not ugly. I'm like the hottest guy. I'm the most magnetic person in every room I go into. I'm the most magnetic person. Oh no, he says it's a delusion to say you could have died from running. Exercise is healthy. If anything, that strengthened your heart and body. Okay. Well, somebody says, yeah, okay. Somebody says if you think running is unhealthy, then eat more Cold Stone ice cream and spend all day on the computer. You'll feel better. Yeah, no, I guess you're right. I guess don't cry about exercise because exercise is a good thing. You don't want to put on weight. It's a good thing I'm exercising, you know. It's a good thing. And actually, I mean, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I've been running for 20 minutes every day for months now, and walking for like about an hour after that. So I'm really getting myself nice and fit, nice and sexy. Anybody want a fit check? Anybody want me to get into my underpants? Anybody want me to get into my underpants? Marijuana. Well, I ate a lot of food today, so I hope I don't have a belly, but I can get into my underpants here. All right, here we go. Before I go here, I'm going to get into my underpants. You know, obviously, don't be scared. I'm off camera here. If I have a belly, I blame it on eating a lot of food. I just had a big dinner. So here we go. Here we go. I'm getting into my underpants here. I'm usually a lot thinner in the stomach area. Somebody says, "This is wild. This is wild. The fruits of my body. The fruits of my body are delicious." So I got myself really nice and sexy. Got myself really nice and fit. All right, I'm going to put my clothes back on. I'm going to put my clothes back on for you. My clothes are going back on, guys. All right. All right. Gecko Kujo says, why does he even have to ask? He knows we all want to see his buttocks and the fruits of his body. Oh, yes. Everybody wants to see my buttocks and the fruits of my body. That's for sure. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this evening. I'm going to hit the bricks. I'm going to hit the dusty trail. And I'm gonna go, you know. Somebody says, you'd never do that in real life. Stop treating your YouTube live stream like it's OnlyFans. Yes. I guess don't strip down to your boxers and don't treat YouTube live streaming like it's OnlyFans. That's a good point. All right, guys, peace out. I'll talk to you all again soon.